Hi, welcome to episode 3 of Versus, our series where we watch the first episode of 2 franchises, I guess, that we've never seen before, and then judge the whole thing just off that one episode.
Yeah, well, not so much that. I wouldn't say we do that, but we basically just find out which one we preferred and which one we think's got the most potential.
Yeah, which one we'd continue watching. We'd watch episode 2 and continue on with.
Today, we have... Macross. And I said we should do Macross versus Gundam. In a world where public speaking is always a joke and the constant threat of seagulls.
Macross lands. It's a big spaceship thing.
Yeah, well, not lands, crashes.
Crashes. Yeah. It was basically Star Predator. And then humans find it and then decide to start a world.
Yeah.
But don't they have like a world war?
Well, they have a world war, but are basically trying to work out what they want to do with it and whether
that seems ridiculous.
Well, it's like the things you can imagine. It's like, oh, right, well, America wants to hold on to Macross and they want to build it and they want to move it, but it's like, oh, but Japan's going, oh, we can't move that. That's our thing. So it's just a war about it.
Let's kill millions of people.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
It's kind of like a really...
It's just sort of showing that fucking humanity is just stupid.
Yeah, but it's like a really cool car landing in the centre of where we live, in the middle of the village, and people going, I want to repair that car.
Yeah.
No, I want to. Let's kill each other
but
for
do you think
however
about
long.
The technology that they can get from it, though?
To me, the Macross ship, they rebuilt it somehow, but it just seemed to be a big office, essentially, just sat there.
It could have literally just been like just a moving office. It was just a building. It looked like not been a war machine or anything.
Because it was quite square, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just a block with like 2 kind of thrustery bits.
Yeah, that was sort of the style of all the ships. Because even the bad guy ships would just look like giant long whales. Stretched out whales.
Weird hair bits. Yeah. It looked organic-y, like greenness.
Kind of strange. They rebuild it without realising that it has this awesome weapons potential. Because
Which seems mad.
Like,
surely they rebuilt that.
Oh, yeah, we didn't. Yeah, that's it. So
it was like a husk when it crashed. It was just like a shell.
Yeah, and
so surely they
had to rebuild all this stuff, and it shot up and then basically destroyed a couple of alien ships. The main guy was essentially a cross between Canada and Maverick from Top Gun.
I hated him. I thought the main guy was just a dick.
He basically turns up, shows off, does exactly what they do in Top Gun.
Yeah, it seemed very Top Gun-y.
It really was Top Gun-y. I was just imagining like...
Yeah. Everyone keeps trying to do public speaking, basically, and then shit happens.
Yeah, it's just like people do public speaking, and then they just decide to like throw it all out the window as soon as something happens. They didn't go, "Oh, let's cover that up." Stupid things that was meant to happen or whatever. They didn't feel embarrassed. They literally will have an open conversation.
But he's talking to a microphone, but somehow that goes straight to that guy's radio.
Yeah,
there's no way you can hear that microphone sound. He's in a fucking fighter jet.
Makes no sense. Although probably if that because that fighter jet's not even their fighter jet. The people who I think made Macross originally turned up after a while and started fighting. There was a bit of a war going on.
But it didn't really.
It didn't show them.
It didn't show any of
what
them,
they were like.
Yeah.
They could literally. I think it'd be quite funny if they were literally just like aliens, like horrible, horrific looking aliens, and that's who we're fighting, and they're, you know what I mean?
Just completely not.
But they're bad. They're the bad guys, and we're just like, yeah, we're with you, Fortress Macross, because we made your ship good, but actually they're just the bad guys.
I didn't get the reasoning why they needed robot.
But at the time, it seemed completely pointless because you wouldn't know what you were fighting. Also, like, were those ships already on Macross? Did they just go and go, oh, there's a hangar jet here, let's take these ships and make little baby ships and we can replicate these and make loads of them?
Or was it just the human race was already making leg robots? That was just a standard?
Well, no, I think they got a lot more futuristic from the cool stuff that they found. The ending, what happened in the end again? Oh, it was basically just like, will Macross do this? Macross was sort of taking off. He'd just become a person. He'd just become a robot thing, and he was just about to fight.
I wanna live like Porco Rosso.
Then there was Gundam. A whole 3 years before.
It looked like they were living in Halo, where you've got
like
there's a whole world inside a space station with like trees and plants and shit.
It was
and
like Halo.
Gravity seemed to randomly be on or off.
There was a lot, just mostly with those that pull along.
I really like that. That was really cool.
That was really cool.
Just these tubes with these little. But
when he popped up, we were like, "Oh, that's cool." And then as soon as he popped off it and landed and walked,
he just walked normally.
Yeah, that's not so cool. There was a lot of what's it called, exposition beforehand, sort of telling you the story about what's gone on.
Yeah.
And telling you all about the wars and what's been going on.
More bad guy green ships.
Bad guy green ships, yeah. More bad guy green ships. And then I thought I wanted to know more about it.
Yeah.
More than Macross. Obviously, I didn't want to know about their war, but I wanted to know more about the bad war that was going on with the other one.
Yeah, it seemed a bit deeper.
It did.
What the fuck was that ball thing?
What
like
thing?
the BB-8,
God, it was like
R2D2, Pikachu.
It was Pikachu as a ball, as a robot. I hope that doesn't come into it.
I feel like it will.
It will.
I feel like
probably.
it will.
Yeah, it's like Pen. It's like the mascot that makes that kids.
Yeah, but Pen was a bit cool because he had like evil eyes. He always looked like done with all that shit. Like,
yeah, he was
just like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, he just bounced around.
Fraubo
bit. Sorry, it's a really heartfelt scene the bit before, and I did actually feel for her. I was like, that's
father,
really brutal.
granddad.
She just all she does is call people's names.
Yeah.
Anyway, but she's
trying to climb that
they were
little
like,
hill.
you know, like he was like, go for smacked her around the face first. Smacked her around the face, and then just goes. Fucking go, run up that hill, and she just like staggers away, and then she just collapses, and it's hilarious.
Fucking Fraubo.
Fraubo is useless.
But Amaro basically finds the fucking Macross manual randomly in explosion.
Sees his dad.
Sees his dad.
His dad's the nicer version of Shinji's dad, in my opinion.
Yeah, pretty much. He designs the robots, but then actually lets his kid.
His
kid wants to get in the robot. More importantly,
this one, the kid wants to get in the robot.
Yeah,
whereas in Thingy, he just.
It's a polar opposite.
Yeah, polar opposite.
And then he fights the guys, rips off. That was a bit of a weird design because the robots look like they've got like a
that's where
breathing
the cameras.
apparatus.
They said afterwards.
Yeah,
that's where the cameras were. He's like, I'll use the backup camera, but
he
still,
just rips his face off.
It looks very odd, doesn't it?
And he has like eyebrow missiles, eyebrow gun, like Gundam's bullets were coming above his eyes, like eyebrow.
Oh no, that was really strange.
Yeah,
these
like,
little yellow parts on his head.
Yeah, why fire from there?
Bit odd, isn't it? I think they didn't have a gun. Like normally he uses like separate guns, like Eva.
Yeah.
So he did have his guns, but
his laser sword.
Yeah, the laser sword was cool.
And then he just straight up kills two people.
Yeah, pretty smart.
Cuts them in half, but
then clinically, literally just puts the sword straight through like one of their faces.
Oh yeah, because they kind of sit in the sort of chest cavity, and he just goes. Bleh.
Yeah, brutal. They were both very similar. Like it was like a lot of like war going on around it. You're sort of thrown into a war.
It's in the future.
It's in the future.
Well, kind of depending on which.
Macross felt quite Star Warsy. It felt like there was more. I don't know.
There was. To me, Macross seemed a lot cheaper.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't think it was. The animation wasn't great. There was the odd little shot in space, especially when the Macross people, like the Macross from space people who we didn't see. There was some cool shots of them flying and shooting.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it just seemed very cheap.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like that was 10 years before Gundam.
Oh,
Gundam
really?
to me just seemed, it was a smoother animation. Obviously, the budgets might have been completely different.
You're right.
But there's the people, how they moved. There was just a lot of weird. I don't know.
It's quite interesting to see, like, to do like an episode. Maybe we do like a review and just do like the most recent Macross episode and the most recent Gundam episode. Yeah. See sort of how it's changed and how it's gone.
I think the designs in Gundam were far more interesting.
Yeah, no, 100%. The other ones, Macross ones, just like GoBots or like just fake.
Yeah, they look like a model of a plane and they stuck arms on the side of it.
No,
and the actual Macross was a bit shit. The actual.
Oh, the actual thing. Oh, yeah, and the thing is, Macross is just the ship, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas with Manzinger, you're actually the Manzinger, and with Gundam, you're actually the Gundam. But like with Macross, it's just the giant warship.
If you drew it, you'd just be like, oh, it's just this was an oblong.
Try and draw it now.
This is what I think.
Oh no, I think that's more correct actually. My one looks more like a hot dog. So yeah, because of the massive success of Gundam, and I feel like that's a lot to do with the kits and stuff. So I thought we'd build these while we were doing the talking and while we were discussing them, and it would be a nice little activity. Turns out my one, even though they're the same price.
Look at the box size.
My one was took me like 4-5 hours, maybe more to build. I put all the little decals on it. Your one took...
Mine took an episode of Kath and Kim.
Yeah, so about 35 minutes. 30 minutes.
They're pretty. Well, these are pretty cool because they. I don't know what's the name for them, but they just click together.
Well, this is Gunpla.
Gunpla.
Yeah, Gunpla. But yours is, I don't know. Yours is just clicking.
But yeah, like clicking because I thought they'd be like, I hate anything gluing. So
oh no, I really don't like that. Well, that's the way that I've done some of these before, but you gave me your last one to do.
I get so angry.
From Japan. You cut all your pieces out straight away, don't you?
Yeah. I
don't know why you do that. It would drive me insane doing that with this one.
But yeah, I actually really, I think
if you enjoyed building it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed building it.
But I would definitely make one of these again. Yeah. Honestly, it was like 3 hours out, 4 hours out of my life.
But you never get back.
That I'm never going to get back. But it was really calming. So, for you, where's your vote go? I think we both know where this is going.
Gundam.
I will, yeah, Gundam. Gundam for me. Can we also just elaborate and just say that we haven't, like, I know I've got a Gundam thing, but only because it's made by one of my favourite toy designers, this Gundam thing.
Yeah.
That doesn't affect my
I know,
thing.
like in the last one with Manzinger where we had a massive Manzinger.
Yeah, and it doesn't affect it, but Because I think if we really enjoyed Tetsujin, we would have gone for it.
To be honest, I was kind of hoping that I'd like Macross more, mainly because I've spent a lot. I've spent a lot of time in shops, so I've wandered around and go, "Fucking hell, there's Gundam stuff here," and I'm not that interested in it. I was like, I want to find Eva stuff, so I kind of thought, "Oh, Macross might be a bit more niche and cool." But actually, I can kind of see why Gundam's so popular. It's really cool. So in this episode of Versus,
Gundam wins.
Gundam wins.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm gonna knock your one over. No!
Before going, we're going to have to mention the credits of Macross.
Oh, yeah, this was so...
Which I'll put at the end.
Yeah, this is good. Okay, this is basically...
It suddenly turned to, like, real life, I guess. Live action, sorry.
Live action, yeah.
It's a photo album of girls, women, who look like you'd either murdered or banged or something. It was just like, here's my...
This girl in the subway gave me the right eye one time. Yeah. It's something weird. But, yeah, it was
They'll never find the bodies.
Yeah, that's it. But, yeah, you just...
But anyway, enjoy.
もう追いかけはしない君の走る影の後人は誰も走り続けるゴールはまだ見え